Hello friends, in today's last session of 3 days national workshop on career opportunities and personality development for the students of life sciences organized by Department of Botany, Dharampet MP Dev Memorial Science College, Nagpur on our Botany for You, an online platform for the students of life sciences. I request Mr. Mohan Hardas sir to deliver his lecture on career opportunities in banking. Thank you.
Good afternoon, students. It's great to be with you today and getting a chance to inform you regarding government job opportunities and banking opportunities after graduation or even after 12th. Let me first introduce myself. My name is Mohan Hardas and I am Director of Institute of Banking Training. We are one of the pioneer institutes in India regarding banking exams training and government job exams training. Almost more than 12,000 students have cracked different exams after studying with IBT. So today I will tell you what are the different types of exams available and how we can crack those exams. So why everyone says that banking or government job exam is the most lucrative career opportunity available today? We are all suffering through and going through this COVID-19 crisis. Do you know what's happening around here? Most of the private job employees are on the stage of losing their job. Businessmen are in crisis. Their businesses are on downturn. They are not able to revive the business. People who were doing some odd jobs are struggling to get a job. Only government job employees are actually well placed. They are getting their secure salary. Their job doesn't have any kind of threat, and they are really working for the nation building. So this is one of the finest example why we should go for government job exam or banking exams. There are other benefits also. Like first and foremost thing is large number of vacancies in public sector units. Public sector units, you will not believe, every year at national level more than 2 lakh vacancies come up. And more than 1 crore students or more than 1 crore maybe students apply for these vacancies. All we all know that banking salaries are one of the best salaries, and central government salaries are one of the best salaries available right now. Do you know that average bank PO earns almost 60,000 rupees a month in the first year itself, and it goes up to 1.5 lakh as he gets promoted in years to come. The most important part is secure job. So unlike any private company wherein if your boss doesn't like your face, or if you are not able to go to job for certain reason, then your job is at threat. It is not like that in government job. In government job, your job is fully secured. There are many other small benefits also, like you get all free medical facilities, you get house rent facilities, you get transport facilities, and on the top of it you get very good career prospects. That means promotions. If you are working really good and really hard in government, let me assure you that you will go to the highest level very soon, and we are looking at it. You check out the all the new top level people in all different departments. They are in 40 45 age bracket. So that means that they have worked hard and they have reached to that level. So all in all, government and banking sector provides very good career opportunity to any individual, and it really gives him kind of complete job satisfaction. One of the biggest factor and the opportune movement to get into government job exams or to prepare for government job exams is now, because next 2 years we are looking at a big number of recruitment happening in central government agencies and banks. As per one of the biggest agency in India, they have projected that more than 4 lakh vacancies will come up in next 2 years, and it will be based on graduation and it will be based on 12th. So there is a huge opportunity for youth today who start preparing from today itself, and they can get a lucrative job. Now the breakup, this is a tentative breakup, but more or less every year such kind of things happen, so we can predict on the basis of such regular things. There is IBPS exam happening every year, so we are projecting. Means this agency is projecting almost around 70,000 jobs in 21 public sector banks would be there. Now, do you know what these public sector banks are? These are the banks other than SBI, like Bank of Baroda, like Canara Bank, etc. All 21 PSU banks will come up with more than 70,000 vacancies. Second biggest opportunity will be SBI and associate banks. They will be coming up with 30,000 to 50,000 vacancies at the level of clerk, probationary officer, and specialist officer. Third big opportunity will come in the related different departments like Reserve Bank of India, LIC, GIC, Food Corporation of India, NABARD, etc. We are projecting almost 40 to 50,000 jobs will come up in next 2 years in this sector. Apart from that, there will be central government recruitment in staff selection commission and railways. This is one of the biggest boom will happen in this particular sector, and the agency projects almost 1 lakh plus jobs coming up through these agencies. So all in all, there will be next 2 years will be of huge opportunity coming up our way, and if we focus right in the right direction, prepare nicely, then there is, I think, nobody can stop us to get into these crack these happen vacancies and get into these jobs with all our effort. Now, who is eligible for bank or government job? Entry qualification for any kind of government job is basically graduation, but there are several positions which are actually taken for 12th base also, bit lower level positions. Age limit is typically 20 years to 32 years, depending on what category you represent. There are different job levels like PO, SO, clerk, assistant, assistant manager, etc. And then there are special jobs as well, like when you crack the exam, they will put you in different departments in the same organization, like like plain banking, like IT, like human resources, like legal services, finance, etc. We spoke about IBPS in third slide. The full form of IBPS is Institute of Banking Personnel Selection, and as I told you, there are 21 PSU banks which do the recruitment through IBPS. Not only this 21 banks, but there are some Grameen banks also who do recruitment through IBPS. Now, IBPS basically gives recruitment for RRB, that is Regional Rural Bank. Mind you, it is not Railway Recruitment Board. It is Regional Rural Bank. We also call it Grameen Bank. Then there are vacancies as bank PO, bank probationary officer, then bank clerk, and bank SO, that is specialist officer. And then there are the recruitment happens at different level, at assistant level, at officer scale level, then officer scale 2 level, and officer scale 3 level, which is senior manager. The senior manager position, you normally require experience, but for all other things, mostly IBPS takes fresh graduates or freshers basically. We all know SBI is biggest recruiter in banking sector, and SBI is largest bank in India, with having branches almost in most of the villages and towns and everywhere. SBI is one of the major employment generator for today's youth, and let me tell you that SBI provides excellent salaries and perks to its employees. SBI also takes the exam separately, which is again for clerk, probationary officer, and specialist officer. It's a very prestigious exam, and if you crack it, then let me tell you, students, it's your life is your career is done. Because it's such a nice organization. It takes care of all of not only you but also your family. So it's a prestigious exam, but with little effort and with strong preparation, you can easily crack it. We all know RBI is our central bank, and RBI governs all other banks. So RBI, there are two level of vacancies happen. One is assistant level, another one is officer level. Again, both the vacancies are very prestigious, and RBI, let me tell you, is highest salary giver in in banking and public sector units. The salaries of even assistant level goes up to 35,000, and officer level goes up to 60 to 70,000. So RBI exam is bit tough, but if you crack it, then you are in different world altogether. Now, Staff Selection Commission, we also call it SSC. So, Staff Selection Commission is one of the biggest central government, exam. And through Staff Selection Commissions, various departments actually do their recruitment in central government. There are three levels. One is graduation level. So any graduate after the graduation or final year exam, he can give this SSC CGL exam. The full form of SSC CGL is Staff Selection Commission Combined Graduate Level. So any graduate can give this exam. The second level is 12th base, that is Staff Selection Commission CHSL, Combined Higher Secondary Level. So any 12th basis, student can give it. Many students who are doing their graduation can also give this test. And if you are selected, definitely, you are given nicest position, good assistant level position in central government departments. And third one is basically lower level recruitment, which is SSC MTS, which is Staff Selection Commission matriculation level recruitment, wherein 10th on the basis of 10th they take the they recruit the vacancies. So these are the three levels of Staff Selection Commission. Many of the Maharashtrian or Vidarbha people, or maybe many of the people in different states actually do not know much about Staff Selection Commission. So my request and suggestion is, if you check out the Staff Selection Commission vacancies, you will find that the kind of perks and the kind of benefits they offer. The public commission, salary commission salaries they offer. So it is one of the very good lucrative chance. We normally people in different states do not know about these vacancies, but if you focus on this, you are focusing towards the right direction and towards the great career opportunity. There are many other opportunities as well. We have tried to capture few bigger opportunities in the total kind of scenario. First, as I told in earlier slide, RRB, that is Railway Recruitment Board. It is one of the biggest recruiter in India, because Railway is world's largest company with largest number of employees. So there is a huge opportunity level in Railway Recruitment Board, and there are two types of exams. One is technical exam, and second one is non-technical exam. It is called NTPC, that is non-technical popular category. If you are 12th based, you are past 12th, you are eligible to give RRB exams. There are certain exams for engineers, certain exams for graduates. So all in all, there is huge opportunity. Then LIC again is a very big organization, and there are two levels of recruitment in LIC. Like one is assistant, another one is officer level. In officer level, again there are two opportunities. One is development officer, ADO, Assistant Development Officer, and AAO, that is Assistant Administrative Officer. So again, LIC provides many vacancies, and LIC again is a good pay master. So you get high salary in LIC. Apart from that, there are other big opportunities like NIC, that National Insurance Company, UIC, United Insurance Company, FCI, Food Corporation of India, IB, Intelligence Bureau, etc. And these, mind you, these all vacancies come up every year. So, sooner you start your preparation, better it is for you to crack these exams. Now I will take you through the online, procedure. What is the exam, how it is, and how we can basically, what is the structure of the exam. Now, most of the exams, this is a very important slide, and I would like everyone to have full attention to understand, because if you know the structure of the exam, then it will be easy for you to prepare. So the most of the exams, I'm not saying all the exams which I have discussed earlier are have same same structure, but most of the exams are actually divided in two phases. One is basically preliminary exam. We also call it pre-exam, and second is men's exams. There are in certain cases for important vacancies like in RBI, in SBI, probationary officer, in staff selection, higher level positions. After these two examinations, there is personal interview as well, or group discussion is also there. But in most of the lower level exams like clerk, etc., there are no interviews. And if you clear your mains exam, you are already means you have cracked it and you have got the job. Let's first understand what is pre-exam. Now, preliminary exam, there are three subjects. One is English language, that is your basic English grammar and English understanding, which is of 30 marks. Second is quantitative aptitude. Now, quantitative aptitude means our basic maths that we have learned from 7th standard to 11th standard. The third one is reasoning. Reasoning is basically your intelligence. We call it Tarkashastra in Hindi and maybe Buddhimatta Chachani in Marathi. So, logical reasoning is one of the important paper wherein they understand what is your intellectual level. So when you clear the preliminary exam or when you reach to the cut of the or clear the cutoff of the preliminary exam, then at second level you give the mains exam. So the students who have passed preliminary exam, they only can give the mains exam. Now in mains exam, although the syllabus is same, but the questions are very tough than pre. Now again, there are instead of three, there are four papers now. One is logical reasoning or critical reasoning, reasoning paper. Second is quantitative aptitude plus data interpretation paper. Data interpretation is basically asked in banking exam and some type of LIC or even in staff selection exams. Data interpretation means basically graphs, pie charts, etc., which you need to know and understand. The third one is English language test, and the fourth one is general awareness. Now, in general awareness, we need to understand that general awareness or CA means computer awareness. That changes as per your exam. So, if you are giving banking exam, then they will ask more about banking questions. If you are giving staff selection exam, then they will ask general knowledge questions. If you are giving railway exam, then they will ask railway related questions or similar kind. If you are giving insurance exam like LIC, then they will ask IRDA and insurance related questions. So general awareness, basically apart from general knowledge, there are always few questions on that particular examination position, also general knowledge about that position. Normally mains exam is of 2 years. Again, I am saying that the structure can change in different exam a bit. This is a basic structure I am telling you. There can be 15-20% here and there as per different exams, because there are different governing bodies. So railway recruitment board is different. They have their own thoughts of conducting exam. SBI is different, and staff selection is different. So there can be some change, but this is a basic structure. And in certain cases, they also take subjective exam like English letter writing or essay writing, or they also may take exam on your computer skills like your typing speed, etc. Now this is an important slide, and my suggestion is whosoever is seeing it, if they can take a pic of it, or maybe even they can jot down, because if you know how much weightage you should give to which subject, then it will be easy for you to prepare. Now in our last slide we have known that what are the subjects are there, and you, as I told you, that in quantitative aptitude it is whatever we have studied in 7th to 10th or 11th, that only is asked. Even reasoning is there. English, we have already learnt English for so many years. So why then it is seen that these exams are difficult? Let me tell you, these exams are not difficult, students. The only thing is you require different kind of preparation. You require different kind of mental attitude, because till now you have been giving subjective exams only. You have to write 5 paragraphs, 10 paragraphs, 2 pages, 1 pages, page to an answer. Here it is absolutely different. Here it is aptitude test only, and there are multiple choice questions, so you have to prepare according to that. Second important part is the preparation for objective exams or these government job exams is absolutely different. In academic exams, you can prepare on your own, because there is a book, and you have to study that much, and then it is done. In case of these government or bank exam, it's not like that. If, for example, there is a question, there is a topic on grammar, so they can ask anything about that topic. It's not that they will only ask about whatever is given in the book. So it is very important that you prepare your prepare for your exam in more focused way. So I'll not say it is difficult. You just have to be a bit smart to basically prepare for it and crack the exam. I'll be sharing with you few tricks on how to crack the government bank exams. We have several record students who have studied with IBT and who they have cracked the exams, and I am only sharing those traits or those things which our toppers have actually have done so that they have cracked the exam. The first and foremost thing, it is making a right learning habit. Learning habit means what in academic exams, what we do basically, you are preparing for your botany exam, and it is in the semester. So it is, you don't need to, nobody studies every day. We all know whenever semester comes, you study. But in case of government job exams, it cannot be like that because the syllabus is huge. So you have to have habit of learning, and you have to have at least 2 hours or 3 hours everyday learning habit, or maybe preparing habit. And that too, let me tell you, we need to start in advance. Means, for example, if you are planning to give exam after your graduation, then you need to start in the first year itself. If you want to give your exam, maybe if you want to give your exam in December, then you need to start now only, so that you cover complete thing. Second important thing is find right mentor or coaching. See, this is not an exam wherein you prepare on your own and then you can crack the exam, because the syllabus is huge, and you need to understand there are many short tricks. There is a strategy how to crack the exam, and if you are not in touch with right people, then it will be very difficult for you to do it on your own. Because there is no fixed syllabus, and exam is normally pretty, I would not say hard, but it is, basically the patterns change every year. So you need to understand, you need to be in touch with right people who will guide you, and who will make a special plan only for you, that is individual plan, that how to crack the exam. Planned approach means, you have to have, you need to understand which is your in which subject you are doing good, in which subject you are struggling. So focusing in such a way, having a plan to reach to the cutoff level. So you need to have a extremely planned study, wherein you give certain time to certain subject and certain topic. So when you plan it well, then we always say, if you plan it well, then your success is 90% achieved. Major part is work hard with commitment. You need to see, government and banking jobs offer huge benefits, salary benefit, your work culture benefit, status benefit. But then it is not for everybody. It is only for the people who are ready to work hard. Group learning and healthy competition is a very good thing. If you are joining certain coaching in a group, let's say 4, 5, 6 people, and preparing in a group, it always helps, because some students are good in quantitative aptitude, some students are good in English, and they can help each other to kind of prepare for their exam. Practice of online test series is very important, as I captured in last last slide, that basically we are accustomed to give more of academic exam which is subjective, but here you have to have very sharp mind, and you have to answer the question in 40 seconds. So you need to have lots of practice on online tests. I normally suggest to my students that you need to give at least 250 plus online tests before actually going to the main test, or actual test. And then take a professional support. So for example, if anyone has cracked the exam, you need to take his support. He will help you, he will groom you. In IBT we have all the faculties who have themselves cracked these exams, so they actually handhold each student. So that professional support is very important. Now let me tell you about my organization and the course we offer. We offer complete solution for the serious candidates who want to become government job employees in banking as well as in other government sectors. So we have two courses. One is banking, pure banking. Another one is universal course, which prepares you not only for banking but for other government job exams as well, like staff selection, railways, etc. Now, let me tell you, IBT is basically social, samajik, organization. It's a profit-making organization, but it is not. The major aim is basically social. Our attitude is very different. All the faculties which teach with us have already cleared this exam. All the owners of IBT centers across India are the people who have themselves cracked this exam. Like, let me tell you about myself. My name is Mohan Ardas. I am director of IBT Nagpur. I have been I cracked the IDBI exam, directly a managerial level exam by giving by the same route as I showed in last slides. Most of the people are the people who really want to make some social impact and help the students who are seriously looking forward to go into government sector. So the first thing is we work with very few seats. It's not like other competitive exams trainers who take 80, 70, 100 students in a batch. We only take 25 students in a batch, and we only work with these 25 students. Say we our selection process is very simple. It's first come first get basis. Once our batch is full, then we do not then you have to wait for second batch. Batches start immediately after the lockdown. Our fees is very low as compared to any other competitive exam trainer. We, as I told you, we have social attitude towards the whole thing, so we don't charge much fees. Our study material is, I can say, probably best in India. We have 138 centers in India, and this study material is made as per the new patterns and in association with the top faculties across India. I told you importance of online tests, so we provide 400 plus online tests absolutely free to each of our students. Last and important point is this course actually enables you for most of the almost 90% exams starting from 2020 from here onwards. Once you cover all the once you cover the complete course, then you are eligible or you are maybe prepared to give the exam, almost 90% exams of central government or banking sector. IBT has always been the topper, and most of the topmost people, like first in IBPS, second in SBI, first in railways, second in Food Corporation of India. Mostly these are students from IBT, and even all the centers of IBT actually boast of giving maximum number of selections and highest ratio of selection. That is only possible due to our focused way, and we work very closely with the students so that they prepare well. This is basically our tradition that we try to give maximum to the students, and if the student is really serious, then he will get complete 150% support from IBT. These are the few toppers you can see on the your monitor. You can see these are the toppers of different exams over last few years. This is our address. Anybody who is interested to know more about banking exams, government job exams, please do come to our place, or you are free to call on these numbers to get more information. Whether you want to join the course or you don't want to join the course, but you will get complete information, major information if you call to us. Our center is at Civil Lines. And for more information, you can also see ibtindia.com. You will get information about many exams there as well. I'm extremely grateful to Dr. Humne. Sir, he has actually given us a great opportunity to, tell you about government job exams. let me tell you, students, it's a very extremely, ignored space in basically, in today's youth. Most of the students actually look forward to go to some sector of their own, like, somebody wants to become professor, lecturer, but the competition is very high. In government job exams, you just have to prepare well for 1 year or 6 months, and if you really prepare well, you have a great future and great career ahead. So my suggestion to all the students who are listening, please give a serious thought about it. Make Government is actually waiting to get serious and good people to work for them, and it actually gives you lots of benefits also. So again, thanks to Humne sir, and for any kind of further information, please feel free to call me. Thank you.